I might create a clip channel, not gonna lie. If you create a clip channel, call it Lane MMA or some shit like that.
DDP versus Prime Izzy. DDP. Why are we acting like Prime Izzy is just gonna fucking do anything more? Current DDP versus Prime Izzy. Like, Prime Izzy is not that much fucking, like, who's Prime Izzy? The fucking Izzy that fought Costa? Because that was fucking 4 years ago, and he's still gotten wins since then. So when's Prime Izzy? Like, people are gonna be like Prime Izzy, but like Prime Izzy, he KO'd Pereira 2 fights ago. He KO'd Pereira just like a year and a half ago. He looked good against Dricus, though. That's the thing. He looked really good. So people are gonna cope. Kenny's gonna cope and be like, "Oh, he didn't throw as many kicks as usual." But like, Prime Izzy would destroy Dricus. But who's Prime Izzy? First fight against Pereira when he lost. All right. If Alex beats DDP, like tell me who Prime Izzy is, and then I'll tell you if he beats Dricus. But you can't just be like, yeah, Prime Izzy beats Dricus, but then not say who Prime Izzy is. Because as far as I'm concerned, he looked really fucking good against Dricus. He wasn't throwing kicks because he's not dumb and didn't want to give him takedowns. Yeah, exactly. Kenny's being like, oh, he had an injury. He had a leg injury, bro. Good shot from Santos. Good low kick as well. I would say against Costa. But yeah, but then that's his prime. But then since then, that was his second title defense. And then since then, he's KO'd Pereira. He's beaten other guys. Like, yeah, prime Izzy was him against Sean Strickland when he got dog walked. Exactly. I want to see a Fluffy win against Pereira. I want Pereira to win. Yeah. So what's his name? Amma fucking Robert Whitaker profile picture. Who was prime Izzy against Costa? So you're saying Prime Izzy was against Costa, but that was in fucking 2020, and since then has had like 7 fucking title defenses or something. Not 7 titles, but like he's fought so many times and won and looked good in a lot of fights. I don't think Prime Izzy is like a specific time, because if you're saying Prime Izzy wins against Costa, the fight before that he looked awful against Romero, and the fight after that he lost to Blachowicz, and the fight after that he looked shit against Vettori. So like, where's Prime Izzy? Because Izzy's not like a direct prime. He just has random bursts of like being good at fighting. Like, there's no specific time where you can be like, oh, look at that streak of 3 wins by Izzy. No one beats that guy. Like, I would say Prime Volk was against Holloway in the trilogy, and then Makachev in the first fight. I would say that was Prime Volk. Zombie, when he just smoked Zombie, smoked Holloway, and then had a close fight with Islam. That was the Prime Volk run. But Izzy, where's like the 3-fight run where he's looked incredible in every fight? No one cares about him being zesty. That's literally not what I'm fucking saying, bro. I'm just saying that people are being like, oh, Prime Izzy destroys Dricus. Who? Is he at full potential? Well, who's Izzy at full potential? Izzy, if he just shows up fucking better than he's ever looked, all right, sick. On paper, Anthony Smith logic, you fucking retard. Like, oh yeah, if he at his best, like, yeah, okay. And if fucking Volk showed up, stars aligned, and nothing went wrong, he would have beaten Ilya. Like, yeah, cool. We can fucking say that people would have beat someone if everything went right, but not everything fucking went right. This guy's retarded. Like, I'm sorry. Thank you for being in my chat. Like, thanks for supporting the channel, but like, you are just retarded. Yeah. So if Prime Izzy was the Costa fight, it's a timeout. Why are they staring each other down? Is it a nut shot or something? Yeah, so if it's Prime Izzy against Costa, then he lost his fight before that and he lost his fight after that. Or is it a cut? Oh, they're checking the cut. It's fine. The cut's fine. So yeah, if Prime Izzy was against Costa, he lost his fight before that and he lost his fight after that. Or not lost, maybe lost before that. I am retarded. How did you know? Because the way you're fucking typing in chat made it very obvious. The way Sean, like, there's no 3-fight run of Izzy as a champ. So unless you want to say Prime Izzy was as a contender, unless you want to say Prime Izzy was like, but even then, if you say Whitaker, but then the fight before that he looked shit against Gastelum. So like, Prime Izzy is when he shows up with a fucking shows up with a fucking B cup boob, and then, or a fucking E cup boob, and then like KOs people. That's Prime Izzy, but that only shows up like once every 3 fights at this point, or 4 fights. I need some Practice Full Violence merch. True. I actually probably would buy it. If they made like Fighting Nerds Full Violence merch, I might buy it. Izzy's not out of his prime. The competition's gotten better. Yeah, exactly. Whitaker, Romero, Costa, or Costa, Vettori, and Whitaker. Buddy, yeah, but you've separated that by a fucking fight and taken out the Blachowicz fight. So Whitaker, Romero, Costa, I can accept because Whitaker and Romero, you can say. Also, Whitaker and Costa, you can say was probably his best two performances apart from. How is he not out of his prime? 1941 is prime Hitler. No, but bro, there's fighters that are 35 that are still really good. Like, and he looked good again. He arguably lost to Romero. That fight was shit, but that's probably the closest you can say to a good 3-fight run, because at least he won 2 of those by KO. But then bro said, what was the other one you said? Or Costa, Vettori, and Whitaker. But again, you've taken out the Blachowicz fight. The Vettori performance was awful, and the Whitaker performance was arguably a robbery. So, yeah, I think you're kind of being dumb, in my opinion. Like, I'd be willing to concede if I was wrong here. I just genuinely don't think I'm wrong. Like, I don't think he's that far out of his prime. Maybe you could say he's not quite in his prime right now, but I don't think the result of that fight shows that. Like, if those two fought again in 6 months from now, Izzy could win. Izzy might win. Just because someone's a good doesn't mean they're in their prime. I still don't know what. So you're saying prime Izzy was against Costa. Guess what? Costa's not very good. That's like Izzy fan. Apart from the Pereira fight, that's like and it's the Whitaker first fight. It's the Costa fight and it's the Pereira rematch. Does Romero Izzy count as a fight? No, it was a sparring match. It was a sparring match when someone accidentally like rocked the guy and then they had to be chill for the rest of the time. You know, in sparring when you accidentally like drop your partner or you rock your training partner and you go like, "Oh guys, let's chill out, light spar." That's what that fight was. Nice takedown defense, yeah, and then good takedown, big takedown from Gabriel Santos. Dude's trolling at this point. Yeah, this is some shit that Kenny Okoye would fucking argue for. Like, guarantee you, if Kenny Okoye was here, he would be like, "Yeah, bro, fucking prime Izzy beats Dricus." But then he won't say. But then he was saying during the fight, he was saying, "Look how good Izzy looks, bro. He's piecing Dricus up." And then as soon as he loses, oh, prime Izzy beats him. Fucking retards. Fights, but like for most fighters, their prime is like 2 or 3 years. Like you can't be like, oh, the prime was like one fight. So I guess you're saying like 2021, 2022, Izzy, I guess, is what you're saying, like early 2020s, and then magically he just went from bang out of his prime straight away. Like I would have accepted that argument, and if you said, oh, Prime Izzy beats like Strickland when it happened, I would have been like, yeah, that's not a terrible take. And I would, even though I think Strickland still wins, I think stylistically that's a good fight for Strickland. But if you wanted to be like, oh, that wasn't Prime Izzy, he looked so off, he was bad, I would accept that. Santos on the back. But then when your next fight you go out there and look good, I can't be like, oh yeah, you're not in your prime. Like if it was a one-off performance, and if Izzy went from looking like he did against Whitaker to looking like he did against Strickland or some shit, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's a bit weird. But like, yeah, if you're under 35, below like heavyweight, you're in your prime.